Yo, Facts and Law, we back with another one. Episode 15.
Ooh-wee.
Hey,
listen.
I'm excited.
I like that.
Hey,
That's a good
look, man. Hey, y'all want it? What we got? More ladies?
More women? More ladies?
No,
we can't say that.
female.
We don't say that no more.
Can't say
We've
female.
learned from our past mistakes. Y'all see this growth? Y'all see this growth?
Yeah. You want to go ahead and...
All right, let's introduce our guests. First, we have Miss Traci.
Yes.
All right, with her... tell us a little bit. What's the name of your brand?
The name of my brand is Chi-Town Snacks. So I have my own vending machine located at the Aurora Outlet Mall, and I also sell snack boxes as well.
Okay. And then we also have Dr. Q. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I am an internal medicine physician. I'm actually an attending physician at Cook County, so I practice directly in the community.
A cool one, too. Look at them shades.
Yeah.
Let's go. I like that. Okay.
I am a physician, and then I kind of do things on the side as well. You know, entrepreneur life is everything these days.
Good deal.
So, ladies, we can start with Tracy. Where you from? Let's talk about that.
I'm from Maywood, of course.
Oh, okay.
Maywood.
Yes.
All right.
Y'all know we got to represent.
You did. I still consider that West Side. West suburbs. Yeah, I said it. You know. Absolutely.
West Side. I mean, that's the only place you touch down at, or?
So I'm from Maywood. Then I moved to the burbs, Naperville, Romeoville area. I also lived in Atlanta for several years. Then I decided to come back home and be with my family. So.
Okay. How long you been back home?
I've been back home for about 7 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you move out of Chicago again now after being back?
I would want to move out of Chicago just to kind of venture out and kind of get out the Chicago mindset and kind of venture out to other things. Mm-hmm. And you know how the weather, it's just the weather for me.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Listen.
But my family keeps me grounded here, so.
I can dig that.
Hey, first chance I get.
Really? Not me.
Listen, I live
West Coast.
Hey,
I want to go to the West Coast.
Now, same question for you, Dr. Q. Where you from? Tell us your...
I am a die-hard Chicagoan. I was born and
like
raised
that.
in Chicago. I spent the first 3 years of my life on the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
My parents are from the west side, but I am north side. All
Okay.
day, every day. Grew up in the jungle, Rogers Park, Howard
good
Street, June Way, Cubs fan. Yes. North side.
I can dig that.
Dang,
so, but you say you wouldn't see yourself moving, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I am a diehard Chicagoan, so I will not be jumping on that travel bandwagon to the West Coast. Will not happen ever.
Hey, listen, I'm with you on that.
You never know. The opportunity is right.
I'm the same way. I lived away for about 5 years, and when I left, I thought I was good.
Yeah.
But situations, life brought me back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was one of those things where after I came back home, I realized this is where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can, I can get a place, a summer home, or this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
But this the crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of Chicago, baby.
Yeah,
you dig what I'm saying?
I was gone for 3 years, and I'm back. So, the city be calling your name, you know what I'm saying?
And not only that, man, we got roots here. You know what I mean? Our roots are... Hey, these trees...
Chi-Town Summers?
Y'all, they the best. Ain't nothing better than Chi-Town Summers, but Chi-Town Winters.
Hey, that's why you...
That's a different story.
Move around when you need to.
Brutal.
But I still, listen, I could deal with the cold. It's the snow I can't stand. You can't get fresh in the snow.
Just woke up the other day, had to clean snow off the car. Like, what's going
That
on,
was
Joe?
just 2
Put on
days
your
ago.
bucket list to be bi-coastal, having a condo.
Where you can,
when I got them pockets like that.
Hey, listen, we working on it.
We working. Episode 15.
15 of them.
Episode 15.
So
The power of visualization.
Absolutely. We said we was going to do it, and we doing it.
Exactly. Let's go.
So now, one thing that I do, go into a little bit more of your business, because I tell you, we spoke about living somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Do you think your move to, Atlanta and what have you is kind of what started this business? And tell us a little more about it.
I definitely think me moving to Atlanta is what started my business, or kind of contributed to me starting my business, because when I went to Atlanta, I noticed that it didn't have different Chicago traditions that I'm used to. It didn't at the time have as many heroes as it does now. It didn't have as many, Nancy Pizza. It definitely didn't have any of the vintner chips that I have in my vending machine.
Wait. Any what? Hold on. Let me
Vintner
see.
chips.
I got something.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see how that look.
Hold it.
I might have to
My
get one of
snack
these suckers
boxes
today.
here. Yes.
Make sure that camera can see it. You know what I'm saying?
So me moving to Atlanta inspired me to put others on with the Chicago tradition of the different snacks that we are known for.
Okay.
What you got in
Okay.
there?
What we got?
What you got in there?
So in here, I have some David sunflower seeds.
Okay. That's not something that's really. It's not everywhere, right?
It's so you can get sunflower seeds, but not nacho cheese. So
You did. See.
and we got the corn nuts as well.
Okay.
And we gotta have the watermelon suckers.
So, hey, now I see something that I know is hard to get everywhere. Go ahead.
So we got the sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But
was
see-
great with my
Oh,
diet.
the hot crunchy curls, I'm telling you. People don't know about
They're
that.
too hot, though.
Yes, exclusively in Chicago.
Exclusively.
So when I just saw, like you said, in Atlanta, they didn't have this. I'm like, let me go back home and put others on with this. And of course, I got the candy in here. The
You
Cheez,
did.
the
Penny
Reese's.
candy. They're not a
Yes,
penny
sir.
no more, but you
Wow.
know those are still penny
Right.
candy.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today's
It's
price.
not.
I like that.
Yeah, so that's really it. It definitely contributed to me starting this as well. Because I'm like, man, that was a part of the thing of me missing home. Because that Waffle House was not cutting it every day.
Ooh.
So.
Man, I
Trying to
love
tell
the
you.
Waffle House.
I
Hey,
know, yeah.
next thing you need to do is throw a couple pizza puffs in there or something.
Yeah,
Italian
so
beef.
yeah.
But look, that's funny because
Smart, man.
I have family all over like the U.S. I got family in L.A. I have family in Atlanta. I have family in Texas. And anytime any one of us goes out there or, they ask for care packages with hot crunchy
Exactly,
curls
yep.
and all that same type of stuff in it. You know what I mean? So my sister, who's a big, she's the one that, she's sending out those packages. And when I showed her this, she was like, that's a great ass idea, So
Appreciate that.
yeah, we likes that. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, you gonna take some work off her back? She can just send them the package. You
Okay.
did? You know what I'm saying?
You got to fly Chicago. I got
Hey,
you.
likes that. Hey,
Yeah.
that's at Chi-Town_snacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget the underscore.
Don't forget the underscore if you're on the gram and if you're on Facebook. It's Chi-Town Snacks. You dig?
So, I don't want y'all to forget we did say Dr. Q. You know what I'm saying? We just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love this. I love praising our black women.
You dig?
We gotta do more of this. You know what I'm saying? This is black excellence right here. Entrepreneur. I know you young, right?
I am.
Doctor. So what made you want to become a doctor?
Great question. I get that question all the time. So actually, it wasn't my first pick. I wasn't like, how people grow up and they're thinking like, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. That was not my journey.
And when watching the Cosby Show, I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor.
Yeah, no, I did not. It's funny. So for the first 10 years of my life, I actually worked in like corporate business stuff. My first job out of college, I worked for TransUnion. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of TransUnion, one of the top 3 credit bureaus out there. Did that for about 10 years. Did a bunch of like consulting, some direct marketing, some information technology, business intelligence, all that jazz, all that fancy stuff. And then after about 10 years or so, I wanted to do something differently. And so I was like chatting it up with my mom, like, damn, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I was like, you know what? I want to be a teacher. And so I sat out to sort of work for CPS. They were actually partnering with University of Chicago, where they were actually recruiting people who were coming from a different industry and decided to, be a teacher. They were specifically looking for math and science teachers. And I'll pause.
I was just gonna ask. So you were looking at taking a pay cut?
I was.
All right. So keep going.
I was, but on the flip side, I was looking at those summers off. So
Okay,
it's kind of like
okay,
a trade-off
okay.
balance, right? So at any rate, so then I went through the motions of going through this process where I applied to be a CPS math and teacher. Lo and behold, I did not get it. And I was like, well, why? I would be so great in math. I did like advanced calc at like 15. Like, come on, what's going on? And then come to find out, I did not have enough credit hours to, be a math teacher. teacher, I think I had only did like advanced calc, and then that was it. And so you needed 30 something credit hours. I had 15, so it wasn't enough. So me and my mom was sitting around a table. She was like, you know what? Let's just go try to be a doctor. Go try to be a doctor. I was like, all right, fine. And so I tried. The stars were aligned. Like, my resume wasn't that impressive at all, but the stars were clearly aligned, and they accepted me right away. And the rest is
and what? So they accepted you into med school?
Yes, I went to University of Illinois.
How long was that process from going into med school and then?
Yeah. So great question. So I did have to take a couple of prerequisite classes. I did it at University of Illinois. I did that for about a year and a half just to fulfill some of the medical school requirements. And then right after that, I got in right away. And then medical school is 4 years. It was definitely a culture shock for me. I hadn't been in school in a while, and I was like, what is this? What's a stethoscope? How do I take blood? Like, again, I come from business.
Right.
So.
Did you feel behind it all? Some of the other students that were like, they knew this was their thing?
I did. What's that phenomenon that they say when you're not supposed, I'm like drawing a blank here, where you don't think you're good enough to be in the room. There's a term for that. I'm like drawing a blank right now. But at any rate, I definitely felt that. So after 4 years of medical school, then I went to residency. That's when
That's when it's really right.
Oh my God. I will go down, and I say this on camera, I will go down in the history of a medical resident as the person that hates residency the most. Okay, you can clock that. Okay?
What's the worst part about it? For you, I would say
it was the culture. Number one, I did not like everybody. So most of my bosses, my attendings were my age. They were my age, right, or younger.
Right.
So they were all my bosses. You know, all these different physicians. Everybody. It is true. A lot of physicians are very arrogant. I am not, right? And so you had to battle that a lot. People thinking they're like God's gift
everybody
to the world,
was the smartest person in the
and
room.
everybody's so smart, right? And so you had all these different personalities, and I just the whole culture of it. And then like you never wanted to be wrong because people will call you out. They wanted to call you out whenever you like did something wrong. So it was, you were always on the defense. And so it was just the actual culture. When I tell you I did not have any friends in residency, I did not have any friends. The only people I liked were my program directors, and I say this on camera, Dr. Ward, Dr. Glanz, and Dr. Kine. I love you guys, but outside of that, let's just say I'm happy where I'm at now.
Let me ask you this. So, being a black woman in that setting,
yes,
was it many people that looked like you around you?
Absolutely not. In my residency program alone, I was the only black
woman,
male or female, and I was a female.
Right.
So
that's crazy. And then I did not have my residency was 3 years. I got my first black attending physician in my third year when I was about 3 months out of graduating.
So it takes a different turn of feeling like you the one in the room that doesn't belong, and do you think some of the wanting to call you out if you had made a mistake was magnified by that?
Oh, absolutely.
I could see that.
Absolutely. But my parents from the West Side.
And look at you now. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what the beauty of all of this? I am at Cook County. Shout out to Cook County.
Okay.
Shout out to Cook County.
I was born there.
I'm
a true product of Chicago.
Black women. I have black women who are, my counterparts, black men, all my patients. It is beautiful. Like,
that's dope. That's dope. I like to hear it. I likes that.
Miss Traci.
Yes.
Where's my?
This yours right here.
Thank you.
I know you said you opened up a vending machine in the Rosemount outlets, right?
That's at the Aurora outlet.
Aurora outlets. Okay. Tell me,
Rosemount coming soon?
Was that challenging? Like what? Like tell me, like was that a challenging?
It was challenging because I definitely had to do my research because I felt like going into the vending industry, I didn't want to sell something that I felt like was oversaturated because in my opinion, I didn't want to do like another lash machine because I don't even know how to put on lashes. I paid somebody else to do that.
Right.
And then I also wanted to kind of do something different. So I felt like with Chi-Town Snacks, like I said before, even though Atlanta kind of inspired me because I used to live in Atlanta and I saw they didn't have it. I also was inspired because my father recently passed away last year.
Sorry to hear that.
So
rest in peace.
I appreciate that. So just thinking of the memories when he was taking me to the candy store and everything, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay it forward and provide that experience and those memories with other people of different Chicago traditions. So I went to the Aurora Outlet Mall. I did my research of the different vending machines they had up there, and I noticed like they had like the pharmacy vending machine, the candy bar vending machine, but there wasn't any like chip vending machine. So that's kind of what pushed me to do the Chi-Town Snacks. So I got the logo made for the machine. I filed for the trademark for my business name and the copyright. And then just moving it in and getting all the snacks and stuff together, and with it being a touchscreen vending machine, it definitely has its complicating parts, its more technical parts. Yeah. But it was definitely a learning experience. I was able to get everything done within 6 months. And also when I first reached out to the Aurora Outlet Mall, they actually told me no, they didn't have any availability. So then they called me back a few months later, like, you know what, something became available and we wanted to offer you a spot in the food court, and all the other vending machines are outside. So I really felt like
we in the game now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Take over. So yeah, I really love it. I really love my business.
So with that being said, what made you choose that particular mall?
Right.
So what made me pick that mall is because I wanted to kind of expose Aurora to black culture, because I have the first black-owned snack vending machine there. So I didn't want to go to an area where you can kind of get that as easy, like in Riverside or somewhere closer to the city. So my two top choices was the Aurora Outlet Mall and then the Water Tower.
Okay. Well, those other ones potentially coming soon.
First black.
Yes. First black snack.
Likes that. I likes that. Listen, one thing that I wanted to say, one thing I do know about Aurora's Mall is that it's very, I would say, welcoming. I have some people that I work with that have thingamajigs upstairs. They have thingamajigs. It's a virtual reality gaming place. You know what I'm saying? They're brothers. You know what I mean? And they gave them a great opportunity to work out of there. They're open late. Then you have just other places in there, and I know that they do things there. The mayor, I believe, of Aurora kind of puts people in position. They had shows and things going on late at night, like to 2 a.m. And they have the wine bar downstairs still open in the mall.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to meet the mayor of Aurora, because he wasn't able to make it to my ribbon cutting ceremony. So I'm actually going out to City Hall next week to meet him and get my plaque that he wanted to present me with.
I likes that. That's
the locations. You got any other locations?
This is my first location, so I want to use the knowledge that I'm gaining from this one to now venture out to other states. Yeah. So currently I am working with different HBCUs and submitting proposals. So I am also going to go on an HBCU tour as well around their homecoming, so that I can have a different tables to put them on with my subscription snack service as well. So I'm really getting ready to get out here and put in some footwork to get my business more exposure.
What's any schools you got in mind?
I have Morehouse in mind. I am working with Morehouse.
Nice.
I'm also interested in Howard, but I know they have a few things going on right now on campus. And then I'm also interested in FAMU as well, because my friend went there, so he has some contacts. So those are my top 3 choices right now. But I'm open to any other options.
Yeah, we'll see what we could do about Jackson State.
Jackson State.
We send them a lot of money every month.
We both send them a lot.
Oh, God.
Both get kids there, so you know what I'm saying. We'll see what we can do.
Honestly, man, I have some help. My sisters, they help when they can, but a lot of this I do on my own. Shout out to the Briscoes. But a lot of this I do by myself. But the goal is to, I want to hire people to help me with my machines, but I want to learn about it first so I can guide them on what to do. So I do want to hire, I wanted to make an agreement with the HBCUs to hire their alumni to work on my machine, so I can kind of keep the business in-house, also provide them with opportunities as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now, outside of the vending machine, let's talk about the subscription service.
Yes.
How do you market that? Is it mainly Facebook, Instagram right now? And how is that process in comparison to the actual vending machine?
So how I market my snack boxes is that I launched both the same weekend, but with my snack boxes, I shot a commercial. So the commercial that I shot was this girl going off to school, like she was leaving Chicago, and she was missing that taste of Chicago tradition. I
saw that. I know
yeah.
that.
So of course, I had AD in there. Yeah, AD played the game for me. So with marketing that, I really wanted to appeal to college kids as I'm getting ready to go on my HBCU tour. So for those that aren't in Chicago, they're like, man, that really, reminds me of home, all the different snacks. So then in the video, it then cut into a dance scene where it had Red's Angels footworking because they kind of, dazed off like, oh, I got my shoes and freeze.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, so that's how I market it. So I'm also getting ready to, as the summer approaches, to launch bigger boxes where I'm going to add Calypso drinks in the quarter juices.
Okay.
And just to give y'all a little behind the scenes, I'm thinking about doing like Wrigleyville and going to the White Sox Stadium, the different baseball stadiums. So then it'd be somebody out there, like drinking a drink like, refreshing because that hot Chicago summer.
I can dig that.
Yeah, so I'm just making different social media content and trying to make some
drive
videos.
going on too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Listen. We'll talk. I don't know, but this is what I do. Like, listen, this is what I do.
Yeah. Social media definitely helps out for sure.
So now, with y'all both being professionals and business women, I want to kind of change the tone up and just ask some questions that I don't know your personal situations, if y'all single or not, or is that something that you being so business driven has that gotten in the way? I'm curious. I want to kind of I want to know.
Wait. So are y'all are you single? Are you single?
I'm
single.
Single.
You okay?
It's quite embarrassing, but
Why? What's
I
embarrassing
am
about it?
successfully unsuccessful at dating.
Now,
it's catastrophic, actually.
What do you think? What do you think would contributes to that? Do you think is it your lack of time, or do you think Tell me what's that process like?
Gosh, I don't know, because I feel like I am ready to date. I mean, I feel like I have the time. I do feel like, I am in sort of like my own little bubble, right?
I agree.
I'm like I am so on it with my daily routine and just the way that I live my life. It's very regimented. So anything outside of that regimen is really coming like very far in between.
So let me ask you this. So with that being said, and just being so busy, you say you're really ready. What do you think you're doing to put yourself out there?
Nothing. That's an excellent question.
So how ready are you?
I'm ready. You know how you see the memes where they're like, how these women, how they expect to get a man when all they do, they're in their house. That's me. I am like the poster child.
And I feel like the
for
complete
that meme.
opposite. I'm out there, but I'm not running into anybody that's just.
When you say
it's just
when you say you're
giving.
out there. No.
We get it. What you saying?
I'm gonna say when you say, and that's what I was gonna say. When you say out there, when you say out there, where is
I'm out
there?
the house.
Like, what type of places do you
going out?
I'm going out.
Yeah, what type of places are you going?
I go to the bar.
Okay.
I still go to the club occasionally because I'm young.
I know. I know y'all. I know men are
approaching
you. I just know y'all attractive.
Yeah, but it's
y'all
just
not ugly. They ain't like y'all in some butterfaces or something.
Nah, it's just not what I feel like I deserve at this point in my life. Like I want somebody that's gonna add value, not bad bitch.
Okay.
So it's just what you bring into me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And I don't have any kids, so oh man. It has to be like, if they have kids.
Wait a minute, y'all hear that?
Y'all
hear that? She don't have no kids.
I'm rare breed out here.
Guys, she entrepreneur. She ain't got no kids.
Well, you have any children?
My son is grown.
Okay, well,
I'm 43. My son is 23, so,
So, hey, I like how you ain't scared to say your age.
She can't be.
Hey, black women be like,
black don't crack. Hey, black don't crack, please.
Black does not crack.
Nah, I don't. I would never guess she was 43, though.
Yeah.
So, what's something that you think you could do differently to put yourself, both of you? I'm not just asking her. I'm talking, she turning. I'm talking about both of you. What's something that y'all think y'all could do differently to kind of put yourself in a position?
Exposure for me. Exposure, because again, like I said, my life is very regimented, right? I get up in the morning, I do a little bit of prayer, meditation, and then I walk the dog, and then I go to the gym, and then I go to the the job, and then I come back and I walk the dog, and then I work on my business, and then I go to bed, right? So like my exposure to the opposite sex, it's
how many days a week do you do that regimen?
Every day.
Right.
7 days a week?
7 days.
So you go to work
Oh,
every
wow.
Well, the working is Monday through Friday, but on Saturday and Sunday.
So how's that regimen change?
Yeah.
See?
So instead of working on Saturday, I clean my condo.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a little bit of shopping. I do self-care. I dedicate about 20 hours a week, 20 to 25 hours a week for self-care.
Like what you mean? Like what
Oh
you do?
God, self-care is everything.
Like go pamper
It is
yourself.
more, yes,
Yeah.
it is more
Spa day or something
than
like that?
a cliche.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me break down my 25 hours. Okay, so we got about 15 to 16 hours of gym time. Okay, and then we've got about 7 to 8 hours of nature hikes with the dog. Okay, and then I spend maybe a couple hours a week on either a massage or nails or hair or something along those lines, a foot massage, things like that. So you gotta do self-care. I loved when this became this trendy thing. Oh my God, I love it.
But I know I'm gonna do it.
But
I heard 0 time for you to actually see about possibly dating. You have dedicated 0 time to what you say you're ready for and what you want.
God, I know.
So at what point is it, not saying I'm ready in here and actually, putting yourself out there and putting yourself in position to do that? Could you shave an hour or 2 off the gym or walk the dog for an hour less and dedicate that towards, putting yourself out there, being more visible and digging, because you said that you're ready to. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth,
Ain't
So
no hot doctor walking around there
Yeah,
at Cook County. If this was TV, she would have been there, man.
Actually, a lot of the doctors are married already. I am really an anomaly.
Yeah, you gotta
like
let you at
all
the
of my
beginning.
counterparts are married. And,
now,
yeah.
and then now going back to you, Tracy. What's your daily routine? Like you say, you go here, you go there.
Yeah.
Who are you going out with?
I want out with my friends.
My girl.
Are you, listen. Are your girls single too?
No, my best friend, she's actually married.
Okay.
Nice.
I
Okay.
just attended her wedding. And then my rest of my friends, they're single.
Right. Now, do you and your single friends go out together?
We do.
So one thing I always, I'm gonna say it. Listen, you go out with people looking for the same meal. Only one person gonna eat.
Man,
I'm trying to
it
tell you.
seems like I be the only one not eating. What's
I'm
going
trying.
on?
Listen. They going out. Y'all trying to eat the same meal.
Man,
You feel me?
you're
You got to
right.
think about that. Put
You're
yourself
right.
in situations that
You're right.
that you haven't been in before.
But even sometimes I go with my married friend. I'm like, hold on, I'm free now.
Well, hey.
Well, let me ask y'all this. How y'all deal with the guys that jump in the DMs? Because I know it's
I
happening.
don't like that.
See?
I don't get
Why?
it.
So
Does it-
wait. Why you don't like it?
Yeah, why don't you like it?
Why you don't like
It doesn't
that?
come off as personable to me. Like, unless I've known you before, but if this is your first way trying to contact me, I don't like you hopping in my DM.
But I mean, how about this though?
I don't like that.
What if they don't know you and all they know is they came across a pretty entrepreneur that they're interested in and they want to say, hey,
If
how
the
are
DM isn't, let me give you my number so we can talk further, but not just, the conversation through the DM and then doing the unsend the messages. I just don't have time for that. Yeah.
do the what?
Unsending your message, like deleting it.
Can you really do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Why
could
do
do
you?
that.
Why do you? I mean, why would you? Why
You can see that?
Yeah.
Why would you send a message and unsend it?
And that's the questionable part for me. That's why I'm just like.
But so my thing is, I'm
You
just.
know about
You
that?
ain't like
I'm
no
trying.
response.
I don't understand why you would. But so
Yeah.
look, the reason why I asked that is because you might say you don't like that, but one thing that I've said on the show before in the past, you want a different result. You got to kind of put yourself
It's true.
in an uncomfortable situation.
You do.
You might be missing your boat. It might be somebody that's just trying to say, hey, how you doing? Let's have some conversation first, see if we even vibe, and then let me give you a call or let's go out. Or because if you don't respond to the DM, he going to be like, oh, she ain't interested, and you never had a chance to see if you were or
I
not.
just feel like if that is the case, I would just want them to either approach in a different manner or be a little bit more consistent with their.
What would be a different manner if they don't know you? And that's the only contact to you is following you on the gram or or the book or whatever. You know what I'm
This
saying?
the new way. This is the new way.
Look, it has made. I got to think about it this way.
Meet somebody organic,
Right?
This
like, I wanna
is
be
organic
face to
now.
face
Think about it.
But I get what you're saying. Social media. I just don't like that. It's just something I would have to kind of. We would have
Be
to
open
talk,
to,
yeah, I would have
you
to
know,
get a little
trying.
bit more open to, but right now I just...
It makes you feel a little uncomfortable
yeah,
now, right?
it does.
Yeah, but making
us
us get comfortable with being uncomfortable to get different results, right?
Damn.
That's how I go. Listen, so that's one of those things.
Tonight,
You might listen. We got viewers, and I got a lot of friends that are single. That's stand up guys. I'm trying to tell you because look, if it's something that you want, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if it's something that you want, you have to do different things to go out and get it. You know what I mean? Listen,
But as a girl, as a woman, like I am so traditional. I would never approach a guy. Like,
and that's
respect. I respect that.
Like,
however,
but this is the new day. This is a new day.
That's what I mean. Like, think about it. Being so traditional, you're still in a situation where you're ready to date and haven't been able to find what you want by being stuck in those same ways. Try something different. I said it before. I'm telling you, take the opportunity. Try something different.
Such as?
You'll get a different result.
Such as?
Maybe approach a gentleman. Maybe say, hey, listen, I don't want to repeat myself on different episodes, but go out to a bar. You know what I mean? Sit at the bar by yourself. You see it. Yeah,
you never did that?
No. Because listen.
Oh, God.
I guarantee.
This is new terrain.
I guarantee you sit there long enough by yourself, a gentleman is going to approach you.
I'll buy you a drink at least.
And if he comes by, ask to buy him a drink. Hey, can I buy you?
You ain't gonna do that. Huh?
See, look at our face. See what I'm saying?
I am not buying a guy a drink at the bar. I'm sorry.
But one thing that I also ask, it's really like it's the offer. It's not if you actually have to do it. I'm pretty, it's the offer because that's gonna make somebody feel like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Because one thing about men, we don't get that kind of attention, right? A lot of times you don't have somebody come to you and say, oh, you look nice. What are you drinking?
Did you do that?
That's
never happened.
I don't think I can't see myself doing that.
Hey, I'm just telling you, listen, that and the reason why, but I don't want to sound harsh, but y'all both single. You feel me? Try something different. You feel me? Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. This is the new way. Millennial.
And it's really just an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to, see if there's something there. You know what I mean?
I'll go to the bar by myself. I'll be open to that, but I just can't see myself treating it.
Why don't we not go by ourselves, but you and I go together?
There you go. But now listen. Right, and then it's the thing. And then y'all both trying to get the same meal. I'm trying to tell you.
No, because you know why? I told you guys, I'm 43 and I don't like to date younger. So he needs to be at
there you
least
go.
45.
And I don't like to date older.
See, listen. Y'all got all...
You know what?
Y'all keep talking about... What y'all don't like to do.
You say you don't like to
y'all
do what?
keep saying this, I don't do this, I don't do
in my
that.
current age.
Okay.
Well, you want to say your age?
I will. I'm 31.
Oh, girl, listen.
Hey, look.
Hey, one thing.
Listen.
One thing that I have heard, you know what I'm saying? One thing I've heard for women, it's usually older men that you may even be attracted to. Considering where you are, a lot of times men don't hit their peak till they're 35, 40. You know what I mean? They start peaking. While you thinking about somebody that's 31, you may be past them. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely feel like that because I feel like I kind of intimidate guys too.
But you also probably talking to guys that, you are at a different level, man. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes you may have to go a bit older. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Yeah.
Try something that you have not done before. You'd be surprised at the results.
Do you feel like you intimidate men?
I don't know. I did, recently think about that. But I'm on the fence, actually. All right. So sometimes when I break my eating regimen, I go across the street from my job and have this, taco salad, right? And I know the guy who works there actually likes me. And he's but he's like the food worker.
See?
You see what I'm saying? Here's the thing.
So wait.
Listen, you see?
What's wrong with him being a taco?
Hey, the food worker could probably be the best thing that happened to you, too. You'd be surprised. That taco salad be made at the house when you get home.
My self-care regimen?
Listen.
Did you hear about my self-care?
I did. So look, think about it like this, right? You mentioned that after 10 years, you was doing something and you were just done with it.
Yes.
You did something different. You were super uncomfortable, and what has it done for you?
I mean,
probably one of the best things you've ever done, right?
Silver lining,
I
love my life right now.
Yeah, because you did what? You were uncomfortable. You hated those years in college. You did what I'm saying. You didn't think you wanted to do that, and look at you now. You might work the same way. Y'all see what I be doing here. I'll be setting it up. You know, listen. I'll be plotting. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it back.
Check it.
Okay.
I know we talked to her about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Don't you didn't touch on
some of my entrepreneur endeavors. So one of my businesses is actually up and going, like full-fledged. It's called Health Squad, healthsquad.org.
Okay.
I'm currently in the process of trying to really imagine what this is. But for right now, I am basically taking patients and seeing patients basically from the privacy of my own home.
Like teledoc?
Yeah, exactly, tele. So I have the ability to treat, some of the chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, things like that. If people have forms and stuff, they need to be filled out. Weight loss is a big one. So I'm really trying to sort of develop this as a concierge type of practice.
I like that.
So I think I'm at about 6 patients. So shout out to me. I'm really
all right, I like that.
Yeah. So it's hard, developing a bit. This is why I really commend you because I mean, just developing that business from start to kind of where I'm at now, where it's fully functioning. That was very time consuming and arduous. So that's that piece. And then the second piece, which is kind of my baby, which is kind of on hold because I don't have help. I really, 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 really want to take Grips to the next level.
What is Grips?
So Grips is, yes, I really should have brought it. It's a brand.
Okay.
Number one, I am trying to actually now sort of figure out sort of from a developmental perspective what I really want this brand to entail. Initially, I wanted to start off with workout gloves. I'm really big into fitness. So, kind of like how what Dr. Dre did with the whole Beats thing. He just basically took regular headphones and made it this sort of cultural phenomenon. I actually want to do that with fitness type of equipment and things like that.
Attire.
So I kind of want to start off. Yeah, it's really cool.
How do you spell Grips?
GRPIS. So
okay, just
GRPRS. Yes, but I have all these plans in my head, and the sad part about it is when you really want to really build sort of this really massive, impressive brand, you actually need a team.
Yeah.
And it's me by myself.
And some financial backing.
Exactly. And just, I mean, from everything from marketing, financial, to brand exposure, to just every single
it's all part
thing.
of it. Yeah.
And again, I kind of mentioned previously, I am literally by myself, kind of in the trenches all by myself with my own little routine. So go ahead.
Taco salad dude could have been part of that team. See what I did there? Y'all see that? You know what I'm saying?
I need
help. Funny as
hell. I'm telling you, the taco salad dude could have been part of that team.
He is so nice.
So are you networking? Are you in those rooms with the people? Are you?
I'm not, and I need to.
Because of that regimen.
I do need to. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. So the good thing about my job is that I actually have the time, outside of my day job with county. I am so blessed with county. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super blessed. So outside of that, I just need to really sit down and figure out just a whole business perspective, a business plan, and sort of try to figure out how am I going to get some help to help me flesh this out. Because I actually see it as, I envision all the different sport teams out there. What do football players wear? What do they wear? And what do
they wear the most equipment outside of hockey.
Right, back in the day they used to do, and then they would do what is a champion or what brand did they wear?
Well, it depends on who has the contract with the league at the time.
I want Grips to take over every major sports out there. That's big. That is huge. And that's where I want to go. That's
you got a logo and everything?
I do. Yeah. I do have a logo. I do have a business. I have all of that, but I
would say start with niche sports, like flag football. They have women's football, things like that. because right now you have the bigs, the Nikes, and so
Right.
on. They're dominating the larger ones. But start with more niche, niche type sports, so that you can really come in and that will start your marketing.
Right.
Hey, we'll talk. I got some people. We'll talk. You know what I'm saying?
I
got
need
some
she
a
get
marketing
like you got a
guru over
prototype.
here. I do have a prototype. I've got
Listen.
about 20,000 gloves and
What?
condo storage. Yeah.
So
Are
listen.
you serious?
I do, because initially I was gonna bring it out, and then I kind of wanted to
We could
be
shoot
sort
some
of the
promo.
face, and so I'm always
We
working
got
on
some
my
models.
body,
We
blah,
could
blah,
shoot
blah.
some promo for
Exactly,
you.
I need to do
Listen.
it is.
Hey, listen, I'm
And
telling
then I
you, I
want to
got
bring
you.
it to the U.S. because at first the people that I had partnered with, they were in India. I didn't want that. And I do want this to be like a U.S. based company business. So I got it. Yeah. So, I got prototypes.
We can do
I
that. We can do that.
I need
We
some
can do
help,
that.
guys.
So,
Seriously.
so what's up, bro? You guys, I see you coming. I see you
Traci.
coming.
You want to ask me something? What's going on?
So,
Okay, let me take a drink too.
I'm off the hot seat.
So
You're
look,
next.
You fly, Traci. I see you got your gear on. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Like, you know
the
what
burp
I'm saying?
in
You know, you
Have
can
you-
have on my black
Right.
on business today, you know.
Right. You like to dress though, right?
I do.
Yeah. So tell us about that time when you was gonna be a flower girl and you took your dress to school.
Okay, wait, you reached out to somebody?
We don't know what you're talking about. We do our research. We do our research.
Oh my god.
You want to elaborate on that story?
Oh my god.
Look at that smile.
Now
Y'all
that
see
you
it?
talk to my
Listen.
sister.
No, I don't know.
have a big
I don't know what you're
problem.
talking
I'm
about.
not 6'9".
Yeah, so it was this one time I was overly excited with being a flower
How old were
girl.
you?
How old was I? I think I was in second grade.
Okay. And what happened?
I just didn't want to let the dress go from the weekend. You know when you fly?
Yeah.
I didn't want to let it go.
Right.
So
So,
that Monday I balled up my flower girl dress and put it in my book bag.
okay.
And I took it to school and I changed in the bathroom and I put it back on. So
Wait.
years could see my
I
flower
thought.
dress.
Did you tell the teacher that your mother told you that you were supposed to
Oh
wear
my
that?
God, I'm about to embarrass
Right?
me. I didn't
No.
tell the teacher.
Oh, okay.
My
You
mom
just-
beat me all the way from
Listen.
17th to 14th home.
Yeah,
Telling
you know.
that story.
Hey,
That's
listen.
so funny.
Hey, you know,
Yeah, so
we
crazy.
do our research. We do our research. You know.
It's crazy that y'all knew that.
Listen,
I sure
you know.
did take that dress.
Hey, we gonna come up with the good ones. You know,
That
we
brings
can
back
come
some
up with
good
the good
memories
ones.
with my dad. That really was a good laugh.
I
That was
love it.
funny.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
So-
we have to get you. You know what I'm saying?
So now, you know,
Q, you safe.
Thank you.
right? She was waiting, right?
Dr. Q
I
is
did.
safe.
Dr. Q is safe for now.
Gosh, thank
She
you.
is
Oh,
safe.
man, that's
So now,
funny.
one thing, you know, it's a lot of different things going on, and I wanted to kind of get Q. I want to get your perspective on it. You know, you see a lot of these ladies now going to doctors to get, you know, just enhancements, BBLs and
Yeah.
stomach done, and I don't know all the terms,
Yeah.
but my question is that how, as a doctor, long-term health, what do you think about that? Does that, you know what I mean? Because that's something I always wonder, because I look at everything. I watch videos and I see how much flesh and everything that they're chopping out and taking away, and that has to have a negative, I think.
Well, I think, you know, if they're going to doctors here, plastic surgeons here in the U.S., then as a physician, I'm a little bit more reassured. But when these girls go away to Mexico, Colombia, and things like that, like, we just don't know what's happening over there. And I just fear that, you know, these complications can just pop up. But the doctors here, the plastic surgeons here, they go through a very, very rigorous sort of academic and actual training, clinical training, to actually get the credentials to actually practice plastic surgery. So anybody getting surgery here in the U.S., I feel comfortable with. Now, from a long-term perspective, I'm more or less worried about sort of their psyche, their psychology, right? So when you're undergoing procedures where you're augmenting your breasts, your boobs, your stomach, like, from a psychological standpoint, like, where are you?
Will you ever be happy?
Like, will you ever be happy? I push hardcore. I push hardcore lifestyle. So actually, one of my clinics at Cook County, I'm one of the attending physicians in the weight loss clinic, right? And so we're dealing with patients who have like pretty much extreme obesity, like BMIs over 40. And a lot of times patients come in and they're like, just give me surgery. Just give me surgery right now. And I'm like, are you sure? Because, you know, to lose weight, you've got, you know, from a surgical standpoint, I am forcing you to lose weight. Is it that intense where I have to physically, surgically create this restriction and surgically cut your stomach open so that you can actually lose weight? Or do you want to undergo a mental restriction where you actually
Learn how to
exactly and go through the internal transformation? So just kind of getting back to your question, am I worried about long-term side effects? You know, with these BBLs,
small waist.
You know, it depends, right? You may more or less have down the road cosmetic issues more so than actual medical emergency issues, especially if your surgery was done here. Yeah, because they're advanced. So.
I'm just thinking about the nerves and like, it seems, I don't know, I just see a lot. I see whole sections removed. And I'm like, so
and
what
I'm
about...
concerned when I see the BBLs and they're still awake.
What?
Are they having these procedures done here?
Right.
Like, that's the big question.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
How much that shit cost?
It's expensive.
I mean, it's look like they putting them on payment plans now.
Yeah,
Or
Klarna.
A BBL.
They doing 4 easy payments or after pay.
Interest
You know, they got infomercials.
Hey, look, you know, but you know, I don't knock. I'm lying. I was gonna say I don't knock anybody that gets it. Sometimes I, you know, because I personally would prefer women not do that to themselves.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I just me. I'm a natural dude. I like women to look natural. I'm not really in, but you know, that's
If you don't got it,
that's me. I mean,
you just don't got it.
I mean,
if,
it ain't, listen.
if you weren't blessed with a butt, you just weren't blessed with it.
I mean, you know,
How would y'all feel if men went to go get their penis done?
You know, I've had patients who had medical reasons to have a penile prosthesis.
That's what they call it.
Because they have some dudes have like that micro issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell, you're a doctor. I want to ask this question. I've never seen it. I don't know. But when you do the, that's another. I'm gonna give you another question. When you see the sexual reassignment surgeries, do they go from female to male?
I've never seen it per se, but yeah, they actually take they
create one.
Oh yeah,
I've just never seen it. I don't like, you know what I mean?
Wait, they get ovaries too?
No. From I'm saying from female to male.
From female to male.
Building the penis, basically.
They get that?
That's what I'm wondering. I've never seen it. I didn't know if they. Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course they have to do the hormone therapy and things like that. It's a lot.
That's a lot, yo. That's a lot of money, right?
Well,
ain't no job insurance
questions.
That.
So when it comes to that,
that's wild, man.
Do you all and I want to ask everybody, like, how do you feel? Do you feel that transgender is that a certain topic, or is that a certain, or are they now women to you, or
they are to me? I do say one, like I do address them as woman or her, she.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a mental. It's like a mental thing. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I just don't. I just address. I address by name if I have to. Okay. You know what I mean, and leave it at that, because I feel like to be a woman is a big deal. Yeah. Just like as to be a man is a big deal. You know what I mean? If it came down to it, genetically, you can feel how you want. But at the end of the day, science is science. It is what it is. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like if I said it before in the past, you know, listen, if somebody bury your body in the backyard, they dig it up, those bones and that DNA is going to tell them you were male or female. It's not about how you felt. You can't change. You can't change science. Right there. You know what I mean? You can feel how you want, and that's cool. I don't have any problems with that. But as far as if you actually are, if you want to play these sports, that's a nah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with. I don't agree with the transgender in like sports. Like,
sports,
like
because it's not fair.
Yeah,
it's just not.
It's not.
You know
fair,
what I mean?
Man.
It's just not, because we are different. Listen,
It is. Like,
your genetics
Not
and your
trying to offend
genes
anyone.
are.
I know it's such a touchy
Yeah,
subject.
They be alright.
It's so
Listen,
controversial.
you know what I'm saying? Look, they'll be alright as far as I'm concerned. Look, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Not my truth, the truth. You know what I mean? Genetics are a thing. As a man, I can weigh 165, 70 pounds.
Yeah.
You can weigh 165, 70 pounds. It will not be the same.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can be. It will not be the same. So it's just like you have to think about those things when you're putting people in sports and you know letting them compete against individuals that are naturally smaller, smaller bones. Like our bones are more dense. You know, being a man because. That's genetics. That's just what it is. You know. So
I get what you're saying.
what you got? Elaborate.
I don't know. I just think this is, it's just so political, and I gotta skate on thin ice because I'm a medical professional, and I'm gonna come in contact with, the transgender population, and we have to be sort of cognizant about how we interact with those patients. But I guess my thing at the offset is like, when is too much too much? Like if you can say, I'm a female, right? And that's acceptable in today's society. What if a person comes through and say, you know what, I think I am truly a dog? Like, and then we would think
at the end of the day, when does it stop?
When does it stop?
Yeah, I get what
right?
you're saying,
When does it stop? And so that's always.
I feel like I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? The bank ain't gonna agree with me.
Right.
You feel me? Until I get that, it's coming. It's coming. Coming soon.
Hey, Tracy.
You know what? No, I hope there's no more stories from my past. That's the only.
Hey, look. Check it out. At any point, did you feel like you wanted to give up?
Oh yeah, it was definitely been times I wanted to give up.
Why?
Because it was just so challenging. Like, even the day of my vending machine launch, I was having such a hard time. Like, my ribbon cutting started at 2. I was at the mall probably like 7 to 11 a.m. Because the internet wasn't working. Like, sometimes it could definitely be overwhelming doing a lot of stuff on your own. But I just feel like I have so many people rooting for me. So that just kind of keeps me encouraged. And also with my father passing away, I just feel like that I just really want to make him proud. So it's definitely been times that I wanted to give up for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of sleepless nights, but it's paying off. Everybody really likes my ideas.
I love it.
Yes, me too.
I tell people.
I actually used to sell cell phone cases, but I had to get away from that.
Why?
Because it was designer inspired, so like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and I was getting in contact with Megan Thee Stallion, and she had her cases that I was able to give to her, and I was giving them to different celebrities, like Tay, Ari. I was able to get a hold of a few other celebrities. But then with Megan Thee Stallion, when she started posting it, then Louis Vuitton reached out to me and was like,
Wow.
Cease and desist.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
but that's part of it.
Like,
You
let
learn
me
it.
create
You
my
know,
own business.
learning the business.
Yeah.
But look, I tell people all the time when we did the movie, our film, Mr. Mata. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. It's on Tubi.
Okay, check that out.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done, right?
Yeah.
But also the most rewarding. You know what I mean?
Good to see your own, especially.
Not only that, but I couldn't have done it without my team. You know what I mean? We literally night and day. You know what I mean? We did it. And one thing that we did, we were, it was a lot of times where we didn't know if we were going the right way. Right. We was uncomfortable. We was putting ourselves in situations we hadn't been in before.
Right.
But look at the result we got.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did there?
100%.
Y'all see what I did there? Y'all see what I did there?
Crazy.
Listen, and and we got something great out of it. So take those
definitely.
chances. You know what I mean? Because y'all both just sat here and told you how you've been in situations where you were uncomfortable, couldn't stand it, felt like giving up, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Apply that to something else that you might really want. You'll be surprised what you get out of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dr.
I'm trying
Q.
to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
Q.
Oh gosh.
So I know you've been a doctor and working at Cook County.
Yes. I'm so
How do you deal with the stressful situations?
You know what? I am not stressed.
You don't never get stressed.
I self-care. I'm telling you, when you prioritize your self-care, and then when you do it before you interact with the world. So I make sure I spend at least 2 hours to myself, by myself, before I interact with the external environment. So I get my internal in check in line first. And when I go to work, I am like a beast. I am a boss, and I'm ready to take on the world. So, so I typically don't get stressed at work. I usually get stressed when I'm doing something for my personal businesses, to be honest with you.
Especially when
I feel like, do you think work, you know what it is? You know left to right, where to go, up, down, side to side. You know what you're dealing with.
And then because and I don't say this to be like pretentious or anything like that, but like, you know, I am responsible for other people's health, and they're looking to me to help them, and I kind of know what I'm doing. So like I feel confident, I feel reassured in my abilities. So, and I feel like I'm helping people. So that is a space of comfort for me, versus when I'm doing things outside of work and everything is on me, and I'm dealing with, you know, like when I was trying to get the credentialing done with Medicare, Medicaid, all that, I'm dealing with other people, and I am relying on somebody else to help me get something done. So that's more, and then also too, on the sideline, I do have tenants, I do have real estate, so I kind of dabble in that and sort of dealing with that kind of stuff.
You know,
so I'm dealing with other personalities, so sometimes that could get a little bit stressful. But again, once I found the power of self-care, like I could not live my life any other way without it. So it's all in the daily routine.
I can dig that.
Talk about. I mean, we recently seen something you posted on your Instagram. You were just
on a cruise.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, so catastrophic.
What happened?
Yes, definitely. So, I mean, the last day of the cruise, we were actually on our way back to Florida. We were going to, yes, please. And in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was rooming with my sister, and she just woke up at 1 o'clock. Quilla, get up. Man overboard. I was like, oh shit, what? And man overboard. They just announced it at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. We jump up, we throw on our clothes, we go out to the main cruise ship. Pandemonium just totally erupted on the cruise ship. Everybody's running around. The rumor mill was running around. So, just so you know, it was like a 45-year-old male. Okay, so that was the guy who committed suicide. But we didn't find that out until 8 o'clock in the morning. So from 2 a.m. to about 4 a.m., we're talking to teenagers. We're talking to other people. It's an 11-year-old white girl. It's a 15-year-old like Asian guy. A 16-year-old girl. I mean, the rumor mill was turning.
Phone. What is it? Telephone. You know, somebody said in one ear.
It was literally like that.
Not the same story.
Oh my God, it was crazy because we talked to about 10 different sets of groups of people, and everybody had a different like representation of the actual victim, and then as it turns out, it was somebody else.
So I'm just curious, like, and it was at night.
It was at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Listen.
Where were you
I don't know if
to?
We were coming back from the Caribbean. We were on like an 8-day cruise to the Caribbean. Yes,
Big
and
boat.
this
I've been on a
roller coaster.
I've been on a 7-day like that.
The biggest cruise ship, actually, Mardi Gras. It's the biggest one in the world. And he jumped from the 7th floor deck, and we actually turned the boat around. So by protocol, when somebody jumps into the water, they turn the boat around, and then they go out and try to look. I mean,
you got to make the family feel good.
Kind of a needle in a haystack situation.
Oh, listen, now that's more like a That's like a person in the ocean.
Yeah,
listen. When I tell you, I don't know if y'all ever been on a cruise. That's how you know how insignificant you are. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? That whole boat can go down and nobody would. It would take a while to figure it out. It's nothing. It's so much water. Right. So for him to go overboard at night, they turn it around just for shits and giggles. It's you know what I mean? Like the protocol, like she said, because it's no way. There's no way they're finding that dude.
And on top of
I'm so nervous.
Nah, just don't jump overboard, dog.
Hey, look, dude. I'm going on a cruise in August.
Oh, that's right.
So,
and I'm like, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go. I decided to go in the last minute because my cousin, she.
Right. Shout out, cuz.
But I always been scared to get on a cruise. I'm not scared to fly, but I'm scared of a cruise. Yeah. But
look,
when I seen that, I was just like, oh my God.
Man, I've been on a cruise. Went on a 7-day to the Caribbean. It was cool. Like I'm not real squeamish anyway, so I'm out smoking my well, shout out 420, that's when we're recording right now. You know, I'm smoking a blunt on the deck, you know what I'm saying? And I had it's at night. My wife, she wouldn't even go on the deck because it was so pitch black. She was shook. She like, no. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there and I have a shirt over my shoulder and I'm smoking. You know, the wind took it and it just went in the water. I was
really?
Like, whoa, hey, it was real. You know, it's one of the wind was just like,
man, I don't wanna...
you know what I mean? But I mean, I didn't go over. It was a shirt,
I know,
bro.
but I'm just,
you know?
I don't know, man. I'm nervous on the lake, like on the Spirit of Chicago.
Hey, can you swim?
Well, don't get
I'm
one
not a-
with
I'm
the
not-
balcony. How about
I
that?
definitely
Don't
I
get
had
one
to have a
with the
balcony.
I
had
We
to have
had
a balcony.
one with the balcony, and I was
You could
looking
just look
over,
at
and I
the
was
water,
just
right?
like,
I had to have a balcony.
So like on the lake, I know this is a bigger boat, but on like Spirit or whatever the boat's called down on the lake, like I get motion sickness. So I mean, I should be straight? Like,
I mean,
because
yeah.
if it's a big boat, right?
Take some medicine.
you could take medicine.
I can take medicine.
Yeah, you can take
Because
some
I have to
medicine.
go out on the deck and like let that wind hit me,
Oh,
the
well, you
air
know,
and stuff.
I was cool the whole time. My
Yeah.
wife, she had got a little sick like day 3, but I think that's from the paella she ate in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it was like the motion sickness was getting to her, but told her don't eat that shit. No.
Are you straight? Are you straight though?
I'm straight, yeah. I'm good. Yeah, I was definitely shaken up for sure, 100%. But
Do they have people on the boat to talk to people, like grievance counselors, when that happens?
I think so, and I think they talked to the family too.
So he was with a family and all?
Yes. it was
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy.
sad.
Yeah,
And
man.
then Calvin's, he met a friend there on the ship, and that
Who was
friend,
Calvin?
my nephew.
I know.
I'm about to say such a man.
Right.
He met a friend there, and that friend ended up being on the elevator with the family. He said that they were crying like profusely, and they were breaking down. It was just like very traumatic. So, I just think that's really selfish. Like if you have
It absolutely. That's the first word that came to mind when I think of it. That was selfish. Like, bro, do that on your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you know.
I just don't. I don't even want to talk about it.
You know,
Like,
just,
that's a touchy. That's a touchy thing to talk about. You know what I mean? So
like, do it on your time. You got people here.
Hey, I'm actually certified with suicidal awareness.
Are you really?
Tell us about that.
Congratulations. Yeah.
No, I got certified when I was in the military.
Yeah.
You in the military?
No, not anymore.
So what do you guys do? Because like part of like what we do, I do
Well,
ask about
we are trained to notice when somebody is suicidal.
Yeah.
And talk to them. We're trained to talk to you,
Yeah.
to help you out or get you help or get you the information you need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
That's
I took a course for that, and you gotta act out. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta play a role of
gotta
somebody
learn.
that's suicidal. You gotta act as somebody that's gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
Try to get you to calm down and get you the help you need. Because in the military, like suicide is
It's hot.
Yeah.
it's hot.
Yeah.
It's
It's
really
a
really high.
phenomenon.
Yeah,
Can
they
I ask
take
you?
that real
Do
serious.
you know if he was a brother or not?
I think he was white.
Okay.
But that's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, any idea? Did they say his age? Was he
At 45.
45?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, man. It's just one of those things. You just never know. That's the thing. You never know when somebody's thinking like that. Sometimes I know people that I've talked to often. See people post stuff on social media, and hey, you good? You talk to somebody, something like that, because you just never know.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be that person that was like calling it bluff.
Yeah.
Man.
That day you like, oh shit, I should have said something. So I always, if I get an inclination to somebody I know, I'm gonna reach out, and try and say what I can,
Man, look.
The mindset and your psychological sort of like headspace is like everything. I mean, it is the foundation of a healthy life, like literally, and it should set the tone for everything else that you want to do, whether you want to lose weight, whether you're out trying to work on entrepreneurial endeavors. Like, get your mind right.
Yep.
And I say the first thing in the morning, I tell my patients this, you know, especially like in my weight loss clinic, because think about it, weight loss, that's like psychological warfare, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know eat the salad
Especially
over the
when
French
scale
fries,
numbers
right?
not
But
going
why
down.
aren't we doing that, right? It's something in our psyche, right? So that's why I always point out, I talk about mindset first. So before you interact with the world, you get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you pee, now you're at the face bowl, you're looking at yourself and all your vulnerability, right? It's just you and yourself and your mind and God. Right then and there, give yourself some love before your
Positive
day starts.
affirmations.
Positive affirmations
Yes.
before your day starts.
That's
Give
something.
it to yourself.
Like what?
Facts.
Like what?
So I mean, you know, whether it's, you know, you're gonna crush today.
I am strong.
I am
can do
strong.
it.
I am
I will
love.
succeed.
I am going to do well. I am going to kill it today.
Yep.
I am beautiful. You know, whatever insecurity that you have, because your brain, if you start brainwashing yourself with all of these positive affirmations, your brain, the way that sort of the neural connections in your brain work, they don't know if it's real or not. Right? So if you tell yourself this, your brain is just going to think it's that. So just keep telling yourself, keep telling yourself.
Because it works
the
same way negatively. And that's how they get
Exactly.
so deep into those holes that they can't get out of. And
Exactly.
That's why I stopped smoking weed.
Exactly.
Really?
I stopped smoking weed because I was my negative. Oh my
Those
God, I
thoughts.
had
Yeah.
negative thoughts. I wasn't the
Really?
smoke and be cool,
Hey.
smoke and be cool. No, it was all negative stuff. So it'd be the stupidest thing. I mean, like, hey, I'll start thinking about, man. So I'm married, right? So I start thinking like, man, I know she feel a way about me not washing them dishes.
You just-
And then like I'm just going and going and going,
you're
bro.
building these scenarios.
Building this. Listen.
Sorry.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. And I don't really talk about like my business like that, but so our first episode we did. I came in here. I was a little gone.
You ate that edible, right?
I ate something I wasn't supposed to. So we did the episode. We're done. I'm at home and I'm thinking, man, Law gonna think I'm terrible. Law gonna think like seriously, like I'm seriously sitting here thinking to myself. So that was the last time I ever did anything. And
Right.
I'm not doing shit anymore.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm probably the exact opposite. Like I don't, I'm fortunate that I feel like I have a very strong mind. Like, you know what I mean? And I understand that let me rephrase that. I am learning that everybody is not going to think like me. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to have that same kind of positive outlook or that same type of drive that I force myself to have regardless of what's going on.
Yeah.
I always feel like, nothing's stopping me. You know what I mean? Some people don't feel that. And one thing that I always tell people back to the positive affirmations, I mentioned it before. Set your passwords to all positive stuff. Yeah. Every time you have to log in, when you open that phone, saying something positive about yourself because it's telling yourself in your mind,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. This is what I want. This is, and you keep pushing because sometimes that's all you're gonna have to push you.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I mean?
Obsessed.
I'm telling you.
Brainwashing
yourself.
I think y'all got that.
Yeah,
like,
y'all know it.
Like,
to get where you are, to do the things that you're doing. And then sometimes, kind of to touch on like what you've been through. Look, during the process of us filming Mr. Mock, going from when I wrote the script to not interviews, auditions, going through the whole process, we unexpectedly lost my father, right? So it was like I could have either curled up in a ball and folded, or use that fuel to make him proud. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I feel like that pushed me to make sure nothing was gonna stop this. You know what I mean? During that process, I believe I wasn't the only one that lost a parent. You know what I mean? And we used that fuel to push us through and to make sure we got this done. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where I feel like being able to lean on people that have that same mindset, it'll push you. You know what I mean? It'll get you to where you're going. And sometimes, pressure make diamonds. I say it all the time. You know what I mean? And we got some diamonds, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get some more. You know what I'm saying? We got some diamonds and we're going to get some more.
I just want to say, y'all sisters, y'all inspire me. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Q.
I'm going to eat some of these snacks.
Chi-Town snacks.
Yes, enjoy.
Listen, hey.
I'm going to eat some of these snacks.
Check it out.
Oh my God.
Check it out, Tracy. You know what I'm saying? Can you please, just shout out your social media?
Yeah.
Let them know everything.
Both pages.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
So my business page is Chi-Town Snacks. That's on Instagram and Facebook. And then also my website is chitownsnacks.com. Now my personal Instagram.
Do you want to give that out?
I do.
Right.
You know, because I'm single.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
You know, I'm
Coming
open
back
to
full
new things.
circle.
Right?
Slide in
And
my
fellas,
DM.
getting the bills.
My personal is Tracy with 3 I's, XOXO_. So check out both Chi-Town Snacks and my personal page and hit me up if you want to support.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Or take her out or something.
Take me out to
You
dinner,
know what I'm
baby.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Q.
Dr. Q, tell us about you.
You know what?
Are you socially
I'm
you?
not that active. I probably need to do
be.
more.
Yeah.
I'm sure I need to do more.
Hey, it makes the world smaller. You can meet some.
You always-
Hey, y'all can
I
meet
see you
somebody
posting
anywhere
a
in the
lot.
world.
I do.
You posted that flat stomach.
Yeah.
Let me see you on
And them guns. Hey, and them guns. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Hey, she got out the car today like it's not cold. I was like, okay, all right, Sarah Connor, let's go. You did? But tell us
It's
what
about
it.
14 hours of gym per
I
week.
know,
Okay?
we know, we heard the regimen. We know, we heard the regimen. We see the results.
Yeah.
But tell us where they can find you.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram at Dr. Q. I'm also on Facebook, sparingly. I think my full name is on that, so don't worry about that. My business website is healthsquad.org, and then more to come from Grips. I'm also on TikTok at Dr. Q as well, and Twitter is Dr. Q.
So you
So
tweet?
Dr. Q, I do tweet.
You tweet?
I do tweet.
Okay.
And you say TikTok, so are you making videos?
I am, but I need to do more.
Like, what type of
I need
videos?
a tutorial. Who's good at doing TikToks?
I'm a dinosaur. I'm sorry.
Hey,
still
I like
trying to
Instagram Reels. That's
Yeah.
what I like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got
I need some help, man.
Yeah, you know.
I need to bolster my social media presence for sure.
He makes the reels. I
Yeah.
repost them.
I just want to say, I appreciate y'all coming through.
Thank you for having me.
So
Having
fun.
us.
No doubt,
definitely
man.
appreciate
Shout
And
out.
y'all were
I'm
nervous.
like a podcast expert now. When's the next one?
Listen,
Y'all
we're bringing
family.
y'all
Y'all
back.
family now.
Y'all are officially part of the Facts and Law
Yeah.
family. You know it.
Yo.
Officially part of the
Hey,
Facts and Law
I want
family.
to shout out Free Game Podcast. You know what I'm
Free
saying?
Game Podcast. Shout out
You
my
know,
boy.
letting us know about Tracy Chi-Town Snacks.
You did.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Maywood, day one.
Maywood, you know
Maywood.
what I'm saying?
It's still West Side. It's still
West Side.
It's still West Side.
No,
You did?
but look, we really appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many like DMs we get as far as like, hey, what's up with the women? And you know, we need more
Yeah.
women.
More
we
women.
need more women.
Yeah.
We need more women. You know
And
what
y'all
I'm
gonna see
saying?
them coming. We promise
Yeah,
you.
for sure,
Yes.
for sure. And we love it. You know what I'm saying? We love what y'all doing. You know, we can't praise it enough. You feel me?
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, baby?
Hey man, listen.
Hey.
I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I expect to eat some of these snacks in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get to it.
Hey, check it out. Like, hey, subscribers. Hey, we just want to say thank you. You
Thank
subscribe
you.
to the channel. Hey, appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed and you checking this episode out, please just hit subscribe.
It's free.
And you have to, like, you know what I hate? I hate when we got like a lot of views on a video and the likes ain't
And
matching
matching
up.
up.
Like, what's
Hey,
up with that? Like,
Hey, look, I guarantee y'all it costs you nothing to like,
That like
share, comment, subscribe. All of that we asking you to do is free. You dig what I'm saying? That's it. you know,
Hey.
look, it shouldn't be that hard to garner support.
I looked at the demographics for the age, and like it's like 35 to like 40 or 45-year-old people that's watching our videos. And I don't know, maybe they don't know, you know what I'm saying, to tap that
They
like.
know they're not that tech
You know,
savvy.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if we had like the 18 to 35, I guess, they'll know like to just tap the like.
You know, the like, it's a thumb up.
Yeah, it's
it
a
looks
thumb
like
up.
this. Just hit that boy.
They don't
you
know
what
how
I'm
much.
saying?
I don't know if they
easy
know
work.
how much that means to us for the analytics.
Exactly.
For
Exactly.
YouTube.
It helps build your channel. It helps
Exactly.
build your presence and also comments.
Exactly.
I have people all day want to conversate and go back and forth in the DMs on Instagram. Yo, go say all of that on the page.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, you can type the same thing and just put it on the YouTube channel. But you know,
and we
it's all
reply.
good.
We reply to everything.
We
you know
reply
what
to
I'm
everything.
saying? Hey,
Everything.
so there you have it. Another episode. You want to?
Episode 15. Listen.
Yes, sir.
You want to follow me? It's your boy Chicago Outlaw. CHICAGOUTLAW. The same O in Outlaw is the same O in Chicago. It's only one. CHICAGOUTLAW.
I like that. And y'all know who it is. It's your boy. I am Superfacts. Y'all can follow me on IG. I'm not gonna spell it out. I never spell it out. I am Superfacts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, life is good.
I'm trying to tell you.
Another one, episode 15, and we out of here. Hey.